newspapers and platforms in Nigeria this morning to see what the headlines are and how you are reacting to them.
Today we're going to be taking a look at the Guardian newspapers, This Day Live newspapers, the Punch newspapers, the Vanguard, and the Daily Trust newspapers.
All right, let's get started with the Punch this morning. Lagos Calabar Highway project wasteful, corrupt. That's according to the former president of the country, Olusegun Obasanjo. PDP alleges 200 million naira bribery as 4 lawmakers defect to APC. Lassa fever. Federal government tracks 357 suspected patients after UK returnee's death. Gangs of Lagos producers to apologize over Eyo portrayal. Tinubu overrules a Kande panel, backs Obasa to remain Lagos speaker. APC kicks as Adeleke sends new local government chairmen's names to federal government. PDP crisis. Wike camp kicks as Ikimi panel recommends Anyanwu's expulsion. Home raid. Igboho drags DSS to Supreme Court over 20 billion naira damages. Local refineries will reduce fuel price importation, Lopobiri. Edo PDP trade words over insecurity sponsorship allegation. Ondo killing survivors recount ordeals. Ayedatiwa pledges tight security. And that's it on the Punch this morning.
Moving on now to the front page of the Guardian newspapers. The cover story here says Nnamdi Kanu has suffered. Release him. Okori begs Tinubu. Fubara will face impeachment if he fails to resign, according to Rivers APC chair. Court bars FCCPC from sanctioning multi-choice over price hikes. Judge sets March 21 for 5 billion naira DSS defamation suit against Serap. Wike okays moves to impeach Fubara. AU rejects parallel governments in Sudan, 6 ceasefire. Labour Youth Ministries target 5 million new jobs. Flooding. Lagos warns residents against indiscriminate dumping of refuse, clogging drains. 2 dead, 5 injured in Otedola gas explosion. Ondo attack. Survivors recount ordeals. El Rufai's hasty move roils SDP as loyalists seek rejig of NWC. FG to hasten work on dam to check flooding in Adamawa and others. Traders count losses as fire raises Aleshin Loye market. And finally, on the Guardian newspapers, troops ambush bandits along Kaduna-Abuja highway, kill 3. These and many more headlines you'd find on the Guardian newspapers today.
All right, moving on now to the Daily Trust. It's got this headline: Reps to consider reports of tax reform bills today. Again, Senate summons NSA security chiefs. Will defend Governor Fubara, Ijaw groups. Boko Haram insurgents bow to superior firepower of Zulum's convoy. It's not criminal offense to impeach Fubara, Wike. World Kidney Day. We spend over 150,000 naira on dialysis every week. Patients. Pregnant woman sues co-wife for allegedly insulting her. Police arraign 2 over threat to life. Police arrest 2 over Benue local government unrest. Reps amend Southwest Development Commission bill, remove 3% seaports airport revenues. PDP NWC mom after meeting as police disperse thugs at party secretariat. And that's it on Daily Trust.
And now to the front page of this day newspapers. A cover story here says, Wike, heavens won't fall if Fubara is impeached. Governor locked out of assembly. Akpabio versus Natasha. Senate presents defense before IPU seeks fair hearing. Resign now or be impeached, APC tells Fubara. Lagos GDP hits $259 billion, emerges second largest city economy in Africa. Oil theft. Senate engages foreign experts to track illegal vessels on high seas. Akinyemi harps on global diplomacy to boost international relations. Falana to Senate. Courts have stopped illegal suspension of legislators. Natasha's suspension must be lifted. EFCC announces recovery of over 364 billion naira, secures 4,111 convictions. NNPC, Nigeria attracted $17 billion FDI in 2024 on Tinubu's regulatory reforms. As Muftwang raises bar of development in Plateau, you'd find that story on this day. And finally, on this day newspapers, legal burden on Akpati Uduagan's suspension. These and many more you'd find on this day newspapers today.
And our final stop is the Vanguard Rivers. Heavens won't fall if Fubaras is impeached, according to the former governor of the state, Wike. Speakership tussle. Let Obasa be, Tinubu tells Lagos lawmakers. Insecurity. Again, Senate summons security chiefs. 18 months after recall, federal government vetting candidates for ambassadorial posts. Death row inmates rise by 98 in 6 months, according to the prison's acting CG. Funds delaying core members 77,000 naira pay, according to the NYSC. Go on a quick breather. When we come back, we'll get right to your reactions. Join live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
much for staying tuned. 6:30 right here. Time to get back to your reactions, and you can watch live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja.
And we're streaming live as well on YouTube. Did you say that already? Right. You can call in live 0700-951-0000, 0809 597-4869. On WhatsApp, it's 080-999-30137. You can send a message on WhatsApp, call the WhatsApp number, or send a voice note as well. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, good morning, Gabriella.
Good morning.
Good morning to Diki Itodo, the Agaba Ido one and only.
Good morning, welcome.
My name is Salasi. I want to say kudos to our security men. I meant to understand that they ambush bandits along this Kaduna road and they kill 3 of them. They should do more to these criminals. It gladdened my heart whenever I heard the security overpowering these criminals. And I still want to talk about, look at what's happening in Borno again. This criminal, this Boko Haram get mine, to the extent of attacking governor's convoy. But I think they receive what they bargained for. Then for the issue of Fubara and in Rivers State, that is why I will forever remain grateful to let Umaru Musa Yaradua. During his time, he prefer and he follow rule of law. He won't allow all this. Look at what is happening in Osun State. But even when King Herod executed the prisoner, heaven didn't fall. But at his own cost, he received what he got. So no crown remain for someone here forever. We see the story of Mobutu Sese Seko. We remember Samuel Doe. We remember many of them. We remember Idi Amin of Uganda. No crown remain for someone here forever. Thank you.
All right. Thank you as well for sharing your thoughts. Good morning.
Good morning, Gabriella. Itodo. My name is Emeka.
Welcome, sir. Go ahead.
It is now obvious and clear that the Wike boys, his Iran boys are not ready for peace because they are taking orders from the master. And Wike had already made it clear that if Fubara is impeached, he's not a criminal offender, which means they have perfected plans to impeach him. And that is why they refuse him entry. Even if he was not invited, he is the chief executive officer of the state, for God's sake. So he coming to even if they don't want him to present the budget, at least give him, open the gate. He's an embarrassment to the state.
But Emeka, what's the usual process of this? If a governor is going to present anything to the National Assembly, to the Assembly in this regard, aren't you meant to inform them as to a day and time you're coming? Yes.
He wrote to them. He communicated both officially and unofficially. He sent messages on WhatsApp, and the speaker has refused to pick his call. When you speak, it seems as if you are being emotional or sentimental about this. I'm not a PDP member. I'm not a PC. I don't have any party. I'm just a normal freelance journalist. But it is good to state the obvious and state it clearly. Wike does not want peace. And he has said it, made it clear that the whole target now is for slightest listen to impeach Fubara. That is, Wike does not forgive. And the whole world is watching him. He just want to create chaos in Rivers. Instead that you rule for 8 years, instead that you claim to love, you don't want peace. You want the allocation to be seized. And those errand boys that doesn't want, they will come and seek re-election. And those people, they are suffering. They are people. They are not. Is it to Wike or to people who elected them? Honestly, it is uncalled for. Thank you,
Emeka, for sharing your thoughts.
I mean, what you were asking about, if there was not proper, notification or something. He did, and he even mentioned it.
But that was a different meeting for them to. I mean, seeing that the Supreme Court had ruled, he wanted to get into a place where they have a conversation as to what.
Not for the meeting, not the meeting he called for.
For the pre-information regarding the presentation of the budget.
Yes, exactly.
Because they had given him a deadline.
He claimed that he had sent an official notice that he was coming to present the budget, and also sent an unofficial WhatsApp message to the Speaker of the House to say he was coming on that said day at 10 a.m. to present the budget.
Now the concern is, could this be in a bid to pay him back, seeing that there was a demolition period where these lawmakers were made to fill the what's the word to put it right? What's the way to put it right now? We're made to feel uncomfortable when that demolition happened, right? There was no prior notice to them. There was no, but in his defense, he mentioned the fact that he was doing that for them to get more comfortable, to provide a more suitable space for them to, to be in. So this could be payback in a bid to make him feel.
Are we supposed to be doing politics of payback?
What he's done to them, or what he did to them in the past. It's Nigeria. Half the time, the people suffer when all this back and forth happens in a bid to show that you're a master over a certain person, right? But we'll have to, hopefully, seeing that the president is wading into this, have it end in good time. Welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Baritaza.
Welcome, barrister.
This is Baritaza. I greet all the listeners. I greet all the callers.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, I appreciate it. You see, we need to begin to appreciate what some institutions are doing in Nigeria. Yes, EFCC, for example, has been able to recover billions of naira, secure federal commission during 2000. You know, everything is bad in Nigeria. Yes, we have done a lot. NAFDAC has done a lot. NJA. They are pulling their weight. It is when you appreciate these institutions that Nigeria will grow. This is how America grew and became a world power. They appreciated what their president, the various institutions are doing. Please, I'm taking Nigerians to appreciate EFCC for its splendid achievement and accomplishment.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you as well for sharing.
Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
Good morning once again, Gabriella.
You're welcome.
This is Prophet Michael Chomoki.
Go ahead.
APC telling Fubara to resign or face impeachment. See, what is happening in Rivers State is out of violence. Let's remember that it's violence that made God to destroy the world in the days of Noah. I cannot support Wike. People are saying that Wike is trying in Abuja, this building this, constructing road and this. But Wike is going about using violence to destroy Nigeria. To destroy Nigeria. It's not a good thing. People don't see it that way. Wike is not doing anything. He's not doing any work. Wike is destroying Nigeria.
No, hold on. Prophet, hold on.
Prophet.
Listen, are you there?
I'm here.
Great. Now, the minister has been commended for the drastic change that he has brought to the EFCC, but many are still questioning why he still trying to have a foothold in Rivers State as opposed to allowing the current governor of the state rules. So let's not bring about he's destroying Nigeria, okay? Because everybody holds a different view regarding that.
Itodo,
yes, sir.
Let me say this before I drop. If things are looking the way it's looking in Nigeria, because Nigeria is going down every day because of the attitude from Buhari to Tulumbu, and we are not seeing it that way. We go about defending this APC government, but we don't know where it's leading us. I'm very, very sorry for this country.
All right.
Good morning.
Let's move on to somebody else right now before we go on to our live feed to take your comments. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Itodo.
Yes, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
And Fubara.
What's your name?
We are watching.
What's your name, sir?
Charles is speaking.
All right. Go ahead.
Rule of law. The same government of Nigeria has been lawless in matters that does not benefit those who are in political power, especially ruling government. But when it comes to where it stood there, they will tell you that law will take its course. Example is Mazen the Kalo that had been discharged for over 4 years. The government refused to release him. Today, somebody said he's begging Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB as an organization have warned that nobody should be begging on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu. If the government of Muhammad Buhari went and kidnapped him 4 years ago, up to now they have not found anything if he was guilty. The court, why will you say 4 years? They have not been able to find evidence and jail him. This is 4 years that they kidnapped him from Kenya. And they are begging. Nobody should beg on his behalf.
All right.
Nobody. All these political criminals shouldn't be using Nnamdi to catch crews.
All right. Thank you very much, Charles, for sharing your thoughts. Right, they'll go into our live feed right now on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja to take your comments, as well as on the WhatsApp platform where you can send a voice note. Keep it under 90 seconds. 080-99-930-137.
On Facebook, Master John Lasese from Buari says, Court okays telecom industry to increase the tariff hike. What do you expect? Many of these elites are stakeholders in most of the companies. Osioke Pedro says, thank you for the good work. Watching live from Kubwa. Dr. Mrs. Mal Lebara from Uweri says, this rivers crisis is taking a dangerous dimension. All those fanning embers of war must reap the whirlwind. Why can't they allow the governor to be focused and provide dividends of democracy to his people? All the political contractors, political lepers, power drunk and wrecked of the orderly society must be cleared off the political arena, perhaps caged in zoological gardens for retraining. Enough is what she says. Good morning to you, Yada Cedric, for your comment. Bill Dave, still on Facebook, says it's time to execute allowance increments, and suddenly there's no money. But if it's for funds to execute increment of judges' salaries and build them houses, immediately the funds are made available. May God help we, the people of Nigeria. For lawmakers, the campaign from their parties to the APC in Port Harcourt, which is supposed to be illegal at the time, the Supreme Court found nothing wrong with that, and suddenly they're speaking about Fubara's impeachment and abuse of office. What a country we have found ourselves. Akwando Obina, still on Facebook, says the Supreme Court and other courts dishing out injustice to Nigerians should know that the judgment of God will never escape them. Issuing judgment to okay the infamous telecom tariff hike is an injustice to Nigerians. A final one on Facebook is from Oyewole Fatunla, who says President Bola Tinubu has resolved the Lagos Assembly crisis by endorsing Obasan's return as Speaker, disregarding a panel's recommendation for his resignation. The panel advised Obasan's resignation after reinstatement, but Mr. President Tinubu overruled them. That's not speaking well of our democracy, is what Oyewole Fatunla says.
All right, let's move on now to the WhatsApp platform to take some of your thoughts and comments.
Let's see, on WhatsApp, we have quite a number of voice notes actually.
So we can start with the voice notes for
right
now. All right.
Hello, good morning. My name is Shehu Mohammed and I'm recording from Jabi, Abuja. I think for Wike and Fubara matter, I will say Fubara should just secretly apologize to Wike because there is agreement before he become governor. If I were Fubara, I would be like the governor of Kogi State, Usman Ododo, how he is loyal to his godfather. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Nigeria Info. My name is Al-Hassan Tata Medola. The issue of Mufara, the governor of Rivers State, the former governor say if he is impeached, heaven cannot fall. Normal notice is going to happen because I never see any reason that I'll sponsor you, I'll take you along. At the end of the day, you are telling me that I'm nobody. And if God want to break you down, that is how God say. If He doesn't, if I lift you up and He think I'm nobody, God will break you down and nothing will happen. Thank you very much, Baba.
Good morning, Nigerian Info. My name is Fee, money comedian from PH. I want to react on the headline. Wike said heaven will not fall if Fubara is impeached. Actually, heaven will not fall. But I ensure and urge politicians that whatever thing that God wants to do, He does it in his own convenience time. So nobody should drag God, or nobody should say heaven will not fall. By the mercy of God, he has the final say in every situation. So Tom, Dick, and Harry should wait for a final say of God in this situation. I rest my case. May God help Nigeria. Pay money from PH.
All right, thank you so much for that. Let's get to some of your messages on WhatsApp now.
All right, and this one from Head Boy. Yahya Head Boy in Massacre says, court bars FCCPC to sanction DSTV others and tariff hikes. Sometimes our courts confuse us as opposed to convincing us. Corruption in the coastal highway construction, says OBJ. Just write your letter, is how he ends that one. And Governor Fubara denied entry to the State Assembly. Wonders are just beginning. I would advise the governor to immediately change the CP in his state, appoint a new judge and all heads of security apparatus in the state. And if Wike is removed from the FCT administration, heaven would not fall too. What goes around comes around. God bless Nigeria. And Nigeria will rise again, is what Chimeze Wafo shares.
Chimeze, thank you so much for that. So it's interesting how in Nigeria, it's always a tit for tat.
Yeah, do me, I do you, God no go vex kind of thing.
Right.
Comrade Chris Eziocha in Madala says the continued detention of Mazanam Dekano is uncalled for. No legality can emanate from an illegality. Neither can you put something on nothing and expect it to stand. Injustice to one is to all, and he who comes to equity must do so with clean hands. The political actors in Rivers should allow peace to reign in the state, because if they continue to fight, it's the people of the state who will suffer. If they know that they are fighting for selfish interests, it's time to bury their ego, is what Oludade Abiodun shares. Time to get back to the phone lines. Do a move away from your device as soon as you get through. Welcome.
Yeah, Dickon, how are you? Good morning.
I'm very well. Good morning.
Yeah, welcome to the morning shift again.
Great to be back. What's your name?
My name is Ojo, the next president.
Please go ahead.
Our India, good morning, dear.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Not alone today.
What now?
You're not home alone today.
Oh, I'm not. Itodo has decided to come keep us company.
Right. Please go ahead.
Good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the headlines said that our security men, the troop, killed some bandits along Kaduna Abuja road. I think that is good news, better than yesterday. And I pray for them that God will continue to uphold them, give them strength and grace to do more. Please, they should do everything possible to make sure that these people are sent to end. We shouldn't allow monsters
is what
and demons to begin to live among human beings. So God will continue to help them. They should do more. And for the governor of Ondo State, he should go and buckle up. We shouldn't be hearing that bandits or whatever are killing people in Ondo State. He should do more. His predecessor, Akeredolu, left a good legacy. He should have done that. He should do more concerning the issue of police security in Ondo State. We don't want to hear the doctor of anybody in the southwest, even in Nigeria as a whole. All the governors should buckle up. Concerning the river issue, the 24 lawmakers have suffered enough in the hand of the governor. I think it is time for them to do tit for tat. But I will still beg them to allow peace to reign. If the governor has changed this to present the budget, they should allow him, so that at least, let's say forgiveness is defined. They should forgive him, because he's a small boy. I think I've seen the reality of all he has done.
But calling him a small boy, Ojo, hold on, I'm going to take a steps backwards now. Referring to him as a small boy, isn't that, trying to downgrade him? Why would you see him as a small boy and, blame that for the actions or his inactions?
Him.
No, I don't mean you right now. I mean like
the action
perspective.
He has taken, it has not proven that he is a matured man. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. That is a common thing in this country.
But what if that hand that is feeding you is seen to be putting the wishes and the lives of others at risk for selfish interest?
Before he accepted, he saw the agreement before he accepted. He should have taken out if you know fully well they cannot dance to their tune. That
All
is
right.
it. Even if God is helping you, you should not pay it back with God. So God cannot come down from heaven to come, and He will use some people to help you.
All right.
So you should at least do the rightful thing. Those 27 lawmakers, I know what they saw in the hand of this governor for almost 2 years. So to trust him is an issue now.
All right then.
They should let's forgive one another and let the state move forward.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Good morning.
Mrs. Someza calling.
You're welcome.
Go
Go ahead.
I don't know what we want in this country. Is it about development or an individual? You help. Is it not the people that will vote? Anyway, I will not say anything. The truth is, if they remove sin, whoever they will bring, it's either the person will be, yes sir, yes father, yes daddy, or the same thing that happened will always happen. Do I give example? No, there's no time. The issue of God's father and God's son, they always have issues. So, I'm not worried. The world will not come down because you remove somebody. Kingdom right now, for those days, you see wheelbarrow, you see Okada, you see the pictures of Baba Buhari. Today, please, assignment, go around and see. You will not see. It's very difficult for you to see. You know why? Kingdom rise. And for people who were there before you, people will be there after you.
Right.
You yourself as an individual, check your health. Before you used to be like this, but today you are not like this. In conclusion, you talked about the cost of kidney treatment and what have you. Let me just tell Nigerians, you see, pain relief and antibiotics reduce the intake of those drugs. It affects us, it affects our children. Of recent, I discovered that so many people give birth to children with special needs. And I asked a doctor, he told me that it's as a result of mother taking antibiotics and pain relief. So it's not expensive, and so indeed you will be relieved, but it has its own side effect on your body. And thank you, children.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Itodo, I was going to, say something earlier before Mrs. Omeza called. You know how we talk about the issue of godfatherism in Nigeria, in Nigerian politics, and how, if we open the phone lines and we're talking, godfatherism, a lot of people would call in and castigate and criticize and say, we need to, put it under some level of control so that it's not overwhelming the entirety of the process of politicking or even exerting your rights or responsibilities in whatever political office you hold. But it's interesting to see that in issues like this, you find a lot of people in defense taking sides when it comes to the issue of godfatherism, and I find it quite interesting.
When you have a godfather, according to what it's defined as, somebody who would maybe be as a mentor to you, guide your hand and not spell out everything that you should do, wherein if you were to go against their wishes or their demands, then you are seen as a terrible person and they try to frustrate all of your efforts, right? But in politics, it seems as though the back of the script is what is being used to play the game, and that's really heartbreaking.
All right, we'll take just a few messages now and wrap this up. Charles from FHA Lugbe says, the FCT Minister, Barrister Nyesom Wike, has claimed that heaven will not fall if Ubari is impeached. That's true, but he should know that hell may go loose. For sure, Wike should know that no mortal or activities of mortal is enough to cause heaven to shake, let alone fall. On the Lagos Coastal Highway Elephant Project, it is all a drain pipe project that doesn't make common sense in a country where the same funds could have been applied on more critical projects across the nation. That's from Charles.
All right. And on YouTube, maybe you want to take that one.
Okay.
Yes.
Why should I take it?
Because it's calling me out. And it just makes you wonder why. But go ahead, please.
Well, Umar Ibrahim on YouTube says, why is Itodo always defending the government? Your duty is to listen to the caller's opinion and not to defend the government. When somebody says Wike is destroying Nigeria, that is true. That's Umar Ibrahim on YouTube.
Now, the thing is, when someone makes a statement and you lay the facts and ask questions, seeing that the government is not here themselves to defend themselves, it doesn't mean you're defending them.
Right.
So maybe one day we should switch places and then you can see how it plays out. Yeah, that'll be fun to see.
That'll be fun. We could explore that. But we have to wrap it up now at this point. That time is up. Thank you so much for being a part of the News Super Headlines review. We'll take a quick break for the commercials. And when we return on the 7 o'clock hour, it'll be time for the lead. Don't go away.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria